Chicago Bears defense hasn't been elite at all this season, but there have been some certain areas of the defense that have been elite, specifically creating turnover opportunities with interceptions and getting to the quarterback, pressures, QB sacks, quarterback hurries, hits, right? These parts of this Bears defense, in my opinion, is going to really help them become a top defense. And right here versus the New York Giants, we're going to see a little bit of pre-snap motion. They're in 11 personnel, essentially. One running back in the backfield, one tight end. They're going to be off to a full slide out to the right. And they're going to kind of bootleg Jackson Dart out. We're going to kind of get Wan'Dale Robinson out. We're going to utilize Devin Singletary, I believe, as our lead blocker for Jackson Dart. But it's just not a good play because essentially we're going to chip off the edge with Montez Sweat. And now we're leaving Montez Sweat in a one-on-one with the running back. I mean, that is total disrespect. He kind of bullies him about 4 or 5 yards in the opposite direction. And Jackson Dart had nowhere to go with the football. Nowhere to go with the football. And Gervon Dexter, Montez Sweat end up combining for the sack. I do want to watch this from the other angle to see how Gervon Dexter gets through this right guard. Because, man, does he really do a good job. So, again, remember, they're full sliding out to the right. Look at him. He's going to kind of just rip through late. Just does a really good job. Look at this, Gervon Dexter. Such a good player. He's one of my favorite interior defensive linemen to watch because of his ability to never give up on a play. His high motor. Same thing with Montez Sweat. He's a good player. And then the breakout star, Austin Booker as well. CJ Gardner-Johnson has been great. Let's not forget about that. But Montez Sweat, Dexter, Booker, these guys are becoming a real problem. Now, in this video, we're going to break down some film on this defense. I thought they played extremely well versus the Giants, holding them to about 20 points. And once Jackson Dart went out with the injury, boom. Defense really skyrocketed, made some big-time stops, and they won this game. So we're going to break down the film. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family. Let's dive in. Another great play once again by Montez Sweat. I didn't like how they were running this offense. They come out in 12 personnel. They're going to motion tight end in line. They're going to motion tight end in line. And they're going to be in a full slide off to the right side. So a full slide essentially means everyone. They're going to combo block here. Slide protection this way. Right? As they sell the run in this direction. From there, they're going to bootleg Russell Wilson out to this side. Now, there's a clear problem with this play. And you guys can probably already see it with their full slide concept, okay? So what do you think is going to happen here? When they're full sliding this offensive line in this direction, what can you already see happening, right? Montez Sweat is either A, unblocked, or B, blocked by a tight end. Now, either way, it's a problem. It's a problem for your offense. And that's what happens. He gets matched up with the tight end because they kind of combo block the inside. Now, the reason they're in this full slide is because they want these linebackers to overcommit up on the run fake to the left. And if that can happen, we might be able to hit this guy across the middle for a big time play, or the tight end crosses the middle, linebacker's a bit down, and the guy who's supposed to be matching him is not in the right spot, right? So essentially, as we bootleg out, you're going to notice Montez Sweat to the top side is going to get this one-on-one matchup, does a really good job reading and reacting to the play, disengaging early, and then chasing down Russell Wilson, who had nowhere to go with the football, by the way. Nowhere. Look at this is clamped up because you have a safety over the top. This is not really doing much. You got guys coming across the middle, so if you try to throw across your body, it's going to be dangerous. This is clamped up. There's nothing there, and you're never going to make this throw. Right? So there's nothing there. There is nothing you can do on this play, and Montez Sweat forces a sack here for a negative 2-yard loss. I love the motor of this team right now, man. Defensively, they do such a good job creating pressure, getting sack opportunities, and then ultimately forcing a lot of turnovers as well, especially when it comes to interceptions. I will admit, one area of this team that desperately needs to be fixed is right here. They're allowing 5.2 yards per carry. What this allows is teams to be unpredictable offensively. When you look at a team like the Seattle Seahawks, for example, they have one of the best defenses in football, and it all starts with stopping the run. If you can stop the run, you force teams to be more predictable, which helps you ultimately game plan against them, right? But since they can't stop the run, they start to bite up on the play fakes, right? And allow big chunk plays in the passing game, and then you allow big chunk plays in the run game, right? So they have to be able to stop the run. And we see a play right here versus the Giants where Andrew Billings does a really good job on the interior of the defensive line. Again, they do the same thing. They start out wide. They bring these tight ends in line. They did it earlier. End up being a sack. I do it again here with Jackson Dart and Tyrone Tracy in the backfield. This time, Billings does a good job, and the defense does a good job just breaking through. Big number sign 97 on the right side of this offensive line. You're going to see him get combo blocked here, okay? Gets combo blocked and still gets through. They need more plays like this if they want to be a successful defense in the NFL. If they want to go to the playoffs, if they want to be a contender, they need to be able to stop the run. And it all starts up front. Can Austin Booker, can Montez Sweat, can Gervon Dexter, and Andrew Billings really help this team succeed stopping the run? I think yes, but they have to be more consistent going forward. Monday Night Football is officially here. We got Packers, we got Eagles. Should be a really good game. At least in my opinion, it's got that potential. Now, I'm having so much fun on the Sleeper app. I can possibly over 1,000x my money every single day on this app, and it has been so much fun so far. And I kind of wanted to share you some of my picks before we do so. Now, you guys can see them. But if you use my promo code DUBS, you see it right here, you are going to get a 100% match deposit up to $100, which means if you put in $100, they're going to give you $100. If you put in 50, they'll give you 50, right? It is a steal, I would do it just for that. Now, take a look at my picks. I'm going Saquon Barkley, more than 50 rushing yards. A.J. Brown, more than 40 receiving yards. Jalen Hurts, at least 1 touchdown. Jordan Love, more than 200 passing yards. And Romeo Doubs, more than 40 receiving yards. It's all lower than you may think, and I think it's safe. 30 to win 63. Not too crazy, not too wild. Let me know what you guys are doing for tonight. Are you going big? Are you staying safe? Let me know, and let's get back to the video. Another big-time rep, this one by Austin Booker. I mean, this dude is a freak. He's going to use his inside arm. He's going to kind of generate contact with the inside shoulder, and watch how strong this dude Austin Booker is. Okay, watch this. Off the snap, we're going to engage contact with our inside arm. Boom. Okay, now watch how far he moves back. About 3 yards. Okay, maybe not in actuality, but starts with the 30, goes back. Honestly, it's almost 4 yards. And that's all with just one arm, right? Swipes down, gets around the edge, forces that ball to come out to the tight end. And Andrew Billings, once again, does a really good job stopping him for a negative 1 yard loss. Andrew Billings had a good game. A lot of good disengages from blocks. But Austin Booker is the prize, man. They lost Dayo Odangabo this season. And I feel like ever since that happened, Austin Booker has been getting a fair opportunity to kind of take over. And he has done a phenomenal job at not only creating pressure on the quarterback, but forcing bad throws, forcing bad decisions. Austin Booker is definitely one of my favorite players on the team. 5 pressures in this game alone. Unbelievable. Again, they come out in this full slide off to the left side of the field. We're basically just going to get a free lane off the edge for Montez Sweat. I don't understand. Again, they want these little bootlegs to play fake this way. Essentially, they want him to overcommit to the run as he gets outside the pocket. But Montez Sweat's just way too good of a player to really bite on that, right? So off this low pre-snap motion, we're going to crack him back this way as if he's going to be the blocker. But I believe he just gets out into the flats, which the secondary covers extremely well here. And then Montez Sweat, I mean, nothing's open. Nothing's open again. Montez Sweat gets pressure, and Jackson Dart is forced to throw this ball away. Once again, with pressure, force bad throws, bad decisions, throwaways, sacks, fumbles, interceptions. I know the Bears aren't great defensively, but I see the potential. I really do. Then they had this play where they come out in 13 personnel, essentially 1 running back, 3 tight ends. I believe they're going to get this guy on like a corner route. Everyone else is kind of going to be blocking here to the inside. And once our defender reads that his guy's blocking, we kind of just send it off the edge. They don't have enough guys blocking here. They're in that full slide to the left either way. So again, I don't know why they run so much full slide protection. They don't run the ball, but they do here. Full slide, we get a clear lane off the edge, and now we force a pass that's in double coverage. Now, ultimately, they almost come down with this, right? They almost get this touchdown, but Jaquan Brisker and the defense do a really good job getting that ball out last second and forcing an incompletion. But this is what I'm talking about. You don't want to throw the ball in double coverage like this. A lot of time that could be intercepted. We pop loose, which it is there. But I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But I do think that this team is starting to get better, starting to really generate some more pressure, starting to become more hungry on that defensive line. And I do think Jervon Dexter, Austin Booker, Montez Sweat are three guys that can really, really disrupt in offense. And I think we're starting to see that. I mean, in this game, they had 22 pressures, 5 sacks, 13 hurries. I thought they did a good job. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Hit the like button. Subscribe for more Bears content. It's going to be coming out all year long. And yeah, it doesn't cost anything. It's free. You guys can always unsubscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.